quickly on this. You wanna go on live now and wait till they come on? So, good morning. It's 1 minute to go, and I don't have a very long time today. So please share. Hi Maurice, how you doing? Please share, please share, please share, because we can't be long today. Can't be long today. So I gotta run to do something. So just let's be on very quickly. Let's be on very, very quickly. I'm sharing and I'm asking you to share so that we can run along. I am going to be finished at 12:15 today. So let's chop and do this right now. That's very blurry. Yes, so. Where are you? Come on. Okay, over on IG, Honado. Lead rock, forever lady. What is this? Fancy team. What the names you give yourselves. Honado. All right, so I thank you for joining me. trying to navigate these differences and the challenges that come with it is what give us a problem. Okay, okay, you're saying it's blurry. Is it clearer now? It clear now? Okay, wonderful. All right, so yeah, so it is not just because you have a counseling, a mental issue, why you should go to therapy. That's not the reason. I never even choose this topic anyway. But anyway, hi Tez, how you doing? Yes. So it's not just because you have a mental issue, why you should go to couples therapy. That's not it. So I want, especially the men, please not to shy away from getting objective help. When couples are having challenges, you don't listen to each other. Remember, now you are antagonistic towards each other. You are in defense mode. You are taking offense to everything that is said. So you're really not seeing clearly what the issues are. You're focusing on the person and not the problem. You're focusing on the character of the person and all of those kind of things. So you're really not seeing clearly. But when you go to a therapist, now a therapist can help you to work through the challenges, so you gain new perspective, yeah, about the challenge. You gain new perspective, so your understanding is not, somebody help you to unravel that. Yeah, we all have blind sides, that, right? Like motor vehicle, I think the men can relate to this. Like a motor vehicle, driving a motor vehicle, my husband said there's a blind side. So there's a side on the vehicle that you see better and more clearer than the other. So it's the same thing in your relationships, so you have a blind side, so you're not seeing clearly what ought to be. And so you have conflicts coming out of that, like a strife coming out of that. The communication is not as effective as it's supposed to be, and seamless and streamlined as it is supposed to be. Right? So going to therapy will help you to do that. I'm watching my time because I'm leaving at exactly 12:15. It also helps to improve communication because it sorts things clearer. It helps. We are both speaking to the therapist. When you come to therapy, you're speaking to the therapist, and the therapist reframes the conversation, puts it back to you, so you get a better understanding. Because sometimes you're listening, but you're listening in offense mode. So you really don't get what your partner trying to say because you're seeing yourself as being attacked. Hi, Deb Angelica, how you do? Right? So you're seeing yourself as being attacked, and so you're not really listening properly. So when you go to the therapist, now the therapist helps to improve the communication, open up the lines of communication so that you can clearly hear and understand, so that you can learn to listen as opposed to just hearing where it now makes a difference. You understand? So there are many, many benefits, man, of going, right? It helps to build understanding and empathy up between you two, which is important too for your relationship. There are good days and there are bad days in everything. In a good bad weather you can have, in a bad season you can have a good weather. It happens in relationship. Life is not ideal. We would love for it to be ideal, but it's not. So let us understand that a counselor is not somebody who only takes care of mental cases. We're not even that. We help sort through emotional challenges, which, yes, they are mental somewhat, but real mental ill persons don't go to, it's not therapists, not counseling therapists. That's not what it's for. You go to a psychiatrist. Don't confuse us, right? We're psychologists, not psychiatrists. We can help with some mild mental issues. When persons come to me and the issues are more than it is beyond my scope of knowledge and ability, I refer them to a psychiatrist. That's what I do, right? So, yeah, let's not confuse the thing. You understand? And a therapist helps to guide you, even if you're not in a relationship and you just need some guidance for your own life. Nowadays, where everybody's being a coach, right? Everybody's being a coach these days. So, yeah, coaching is good, right? So, we help to guide you. That's what we have been doing before anybody was talking about coach. We're helping to guide you. We're not necessarily giving you advice, but we're helping you to come to a decision. about the things that are problematic and challenging, that by yourself. It counsel is in numbers. The wisdom of counsel is in numbers. The Bible tells us that, right? So don't be afraid if you're having some challenges with your spouse. I got counseling because nothing not there. Nobody says anything there. Not half a there for you to want counseling. You understand? Like I say, it's a safe space. Hey sis, how you doing? Yeah, so it's a safe space where you can share your issues, where you can talk about the challenges that you're having, where you can get some help, get an objective perspective to help you to navigate through the thing so that you come out better on the other side. It's really just wise, you understand? So if you wish to strengthen your marriage or your relationship, then be wise and seek help. Seek the help that you can get from a therapist rather than you sit there and animosity brewing and you're not talking to each other and then you start sleeping head and tail and you're going for days walking past each other in the house and you're not talking because nobody wants to do the right thing. But generally, like I say to my clients when I'm called, I say, listen, and the wife will say to me, I can't get him to come. You don't need to get him to come, or you don't need to get her to come. You understand what I'm saying? No, that's not what it's about. It's not getting him or her to come. It's you coming by yourself. Because in any case, I am going to need to hear your perspective. And I'm going to need to hear your perspective without the influence or the coercion of your partner. I want to hear you alone. So I'm going to take your part anyhow. Right? So let's not be unwise to say that I don't need counseling, so I'm not going. I don't need no therapy because nothing wrong with me. I'm not mentally ill. I'm reading enough book. I mean, everybody read book. Yeah? The book them talk back to you. Anyway, I'm just saying. Right? God put everybody on the face of the earth and everybody is gifted for a particular thing. The person who cleans the garbage, the person who cleans the bathroom, the person who, the lawyer, the teacher, the doctor, everybody has a purpose. A therapist, a counselor has a purpose too, right? God gives us everything, 1 Peter 1:3, that we need. His divine power has given us everything that we need for life and godliness, including the skill sets in the persons that are important. So everybody important with all of the skill sets that we have. So let us not go the route of a fool to say we don't need it. And then you end up now getting separated and divorced because you have not sought help. Because help can help to restore what has been eroded, what has been broken down, the trust and all of those things, the resentment that build up, the lack of the poor communication. I wouldn't say lack of communication because communication is still happening. It's just that it's poor or it's ineffective. So a counseling therapist can help to heal, yes, to build a bridge, to give you a space so that you can share in confidence, to give you a clearer perspective beyond what you are seeing. It can clean your lens. It can help you to listen and not just hear, because hearing is passive, right? So that your relationship can be blessed. How are you doing, Edith? Good morning. Hi. Who is this? Shamika, how you doing? Hi, Cypri, long time. Long time to hear from you. What's going on? Yeah? Hi, Marie. Also, I have 2 nieces on this morning. 3 nieces. Carissa, Cypri, and Marie. Oh, no, no. Yes. So, yeah. That's where it is, Like I say, I run in leave. We have a doctor appointment shortly, so I'm going. And I am well, I'm doing well, I'm doing better. I know I never look like how I'm feeling. That is the grace of God. He beautifies the meek with salvation. And in our devotional this morning, Elder and I shared that, God, when He said He gives us, by His divine power, He gives us everything we need for life and godliness. He gives us the grace to go through periods of illnesses and challenges, not just to get over it, but to go through it and to advance through it. So, yeah, I get the grace to advance through these things. so that I don't have to look like a pop down, and I don't ever want to look pop down because that's not a good thing. That's true, right? So yeah. So I'm giving God thanks for life, and I'm thanking you for joining me. You notice that I wearing my Sweet Escape brand this morning. Yes, I'm branding Sweet Escape. Well, I'm not my Jordan or something so you can't see it. You see, Sweet Escape is what I'm branding this morning, because we're promoting Sweet Escape still. We're still saying there are some rooms. Get on board. Sweet Escape is the 27th to the 30th of October, and you can still get on board. Call our offices here, send us a message, connect with us, and get on board. We still have some rooms. We are going to Rio, and we are going to have a good time. You know, whether we're few or we're enough, we're going to have a good time. We're not going to let anybody or anything spoil the fun. We have been doing this now for 10 years, and um, who comes is who God wants to come. That's my opinion, right? But we are promoting, we are saying there are still rooms and you can still be a part of it, right? It was good talking to you today. I look forward to seeing you at other things. Like I know Deborah's courtyard is coming up in a few weeks' time or 2 weeks' time or so. And so, yeah, I want to make a little shout out for tomorrow is Tamina's birthday. Tamina, enjoy that when it comes tomorrow, right? So if you don't hear from me, don't vex and say I never said today. And so many persons have been celebrating through the course of this week. Phil, my nephew, Deanie has celebrated. Cher has celebrated. My nephew too, Race, will be celebrating soon too. So yeah, whole of people are good people, but not them time here still. Hi, Lady Tashai. How you doing? It's good to see you. Yes, and so also the gym comes up on the fourth Sunday of this month. So you know the gym is our free date evening. You come, you enjoy yourself, you get empowered. Yeah, and you get refreshed and you invest an offering. We're asking for that too so that we can replenish the refreshment. That's really what it's for, right? Because everything costs, ministry takes money, it takes cash to care, right? So it's not just your good wishes. All right. And the service on Sunday morning, our family fellowship here at CDMI Families, 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. If you don't have a place of worship, you can join us online at Carla Dunbar Ministries and on all the handles, right? And just be a part of the service. Or you can drive come out to the cool hills of Temple Palm Gardens and just be a part of what we are doing here. Until then, have a good one, have a blessed one, have a productive rest of the day. And remember, the Lord says His divine power has given us everything that we need for life and for God living. That includes a therapist that you can come to with your challenges. God bless you. Have a great day. Bless you, Tez.